So she could like defend them in any way.
Why would they kill
What do the cards say?
Like rest.
No.
You can play with sunglasses.
It's
impossible to read someone.
Okay.
Okay, there's no parts of poker where you have to close your eyes.
Alright, can I get a drink real fast? Can I get a drink real fast?
Yes, go get a drink.
I didn't see it.
Got this in the bag, boys.
Okay, king means cop, queen means medic, and ace is mafia.
Yes.
Everything else is town.
Everything else is town.
Oh, wait.
And
Lily, you better not be
iPads are
fucking
strictly
checking
for
this
men's
chat.
phones or
I'm not. And nobody knows, the Twitch doesn't know a row yet, so it doesn't.
That's true.
They will soon.
Let him get his feet in now, then
any hands and just
we'll have to put it away for the rest of the
let
game.
the man absorb.
Got him.
Are we allowed to do that? Are we allowed to actually have a head?
No, you can't, like, because
Oh,
Shane's playing too?
Wait,
Oh,
just
this
one
is gonna be
question.
good.
Hubbard,
Uh-oh.
since it's 4 Mafia,
yeah.
Oh, it's
It's
not
down to 2.
It's
I
still,
can't tell if James is
it's
looking
still
at me and I
two
don't like
kill
it.
power
what I'm going to ask is,
I
I'm
told
going
him
to
I'm
Kills
gonna
Night
help him
0
out, so.
with 4 Mafia against...
Wait, are you actually playing or no?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wait,
What's
is
Super Serial?
OD playing?
Super
Yes. Sorry, James.
So wait, so if you have 3 or 4 Mafia, then it's still 2 kill power, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Once you're down to 2, then it's 1.
You're quiet, Toby.
ready? Yes? Let's
Oh yeah, okay, sorry.
just going
It's
through.
already
Since
started.
there's
I
an
didn't
extra
see his
mafia,
head.
I've just gone through an intense
the medic-
experience, alright? I'm tired.
Sure. The medic can save someone over and over, and they can self-save in this one. Just
because it's 4.
yeah, because it's harder.
Okay. Is your self-save the whole time?
Like, you can self-save yourself and whatever.
Okay, heads down. Mafia, heads up. Select your first target. Select your second target. Mafia, heads down. Cop, heads up. Who do you want to check? Heads down. Medic, heads up. Who do you want to save? Heads down. Everybody heads up. It was a very rough night, but most of all, it was a rough night for the Australians, Toby and Gods.
Wow, that's sweet revenge.
They skip over the surviving Australians.
The only strand remaining.
Alright, at least one of the Mafia
country
has to
pride.
be
You
British.
guys are dead.
No way. I just want to say,
Well, they wanna try and
I am
frame
the Mafia, cop, medic, and townsperson. And I'm here because you.
Can you
because I'm
take
gonna
off the
save him,
sunglasses?
but I think you should just vote him out
Can you
anyway.
take
If I actually didn't die on the
Can you
first
take the
round.
place of Toby so that you can actually fit
Okay, so do we have to play the whole game with James wearing sunglasses where nobody can like read him or see what's going on in that diabolical brain of his?
Okay, so who killed the Australians for better seats?
Also, I would
Who
like
had terrible seats?
Pixel, I guess.
Well, I've got
See, if
Thompson.
Lumi was
I
Mafia,
didn't-
he would have killed Andrew to get his seat.
Yeah, I need
Wait,
Very
to be
true.
fair, OD only moved seats when he was told to move seats.
Yeah,
I think-
why? Because they want to keep me on camera.
I don't
I think
think anybody
he
killed
just
for
needs
seats.
Mafia.
I think he's a very obedient guy.
Yeah, come on.
Okay,
Who
wanted
to be the only Australian
left
in the game?
Who?
Oh,
Okay.
I
Everybody
will
gang up on
say
Rosie.
that when the Mafia were doing their thing, I thought I heard something to my right, but obviously I could be wrong. And there were also other things I heard to my left at other times. Than
So you
I
heard things
in
both
this
ways.
direction.
Wow.
Okay, so which direction did you not hear?
I heard something to my left,
So the
so.
Mafia, I didn't hear anything to my left.
Also,
Well, it was useful information.
Yeah,
it
it
is useful. It said on Mafia turn he heard something right,
Yeah.
on town turn he heard something right.
By the way,
Unless he's Mafia. in
I
which
think
case,
Toby
what he
was
says-
something-
But look at how many people
When
on
he
each
got
side.
scared, he moved
The
back
only useful part is the
and like
first part.
acted weird.
Okay,
I think it was either
so-
the cop or the medic.
That's
just unlucky.
who
I
heard
think Toby was
something?
either the cop or the medic.
did anyone hear anything
Because
definitive?
when he got his card, he acted weird, like, and he moved back and like kind of like.
Wait, sorry, who
like,
did you
settle
hear?
in.
He said he thinks Toby was either the medic or the cop.
The medic or the cop.
Because when he got up, he made like a.
Oh man.
But you don't remember which part you heard it for, or?
No, like he just acted weird.
I reckon it was because he wanted to be Mafia and he wasn't Mafia. Like,
Maybe.
that
That's
was-
Also, if the cop got tell them.
Hey guys,
Can you guys zip it up? Karen.
I think that if the cop, even if you got a red check or the correct check, you shouldn't come out because it's still 2 kill power even if you get 1 right. So just saying that in case someone doesn't jump up and like, oh, I got a Mafia, get it wrong. So.
list of the Mafia was super meta and killed one of their own.
You
Just
can't.
okay.
You can actually
Here's a really
because
good
that would be
idea,
too- that would
right?
actually make it
Kill Wagger because he's always fucking
Mafia
quiet.
could kill one of their own.
He's been the Mafia twice.
Yeah,
but
statistically,
Yeah,
that should be
yeah.
Mafia again, guys.
Wait,
Oh.
Statistics.
Alright, the law of probability says that he's 100% Mafia every
Yeah.
game he's
I
played.
will say
So,
one thing.
obviously, we should just kill him.
He's sitting back. The last two times when he's been Mafia, he sat like this almost the entire time.
No, the,
Okay,
the very
Okay, I
first
can
game
tell
and the
you,
very second game are
I am not a mafia. Anyone would say that, right? But yeah,
choke.
I'm not.
Oh my god! Are you serious? You got it 3
It's
times
what
in a row?
confirms it.
If I got it 3 times in a row, you
Often
would be
it's not.
having an insane time. But I'm not a mafia. I'm starting to get tired. I'm gonna go to a hotel after this, so I'm sitting back here.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's
Checks
your
out.
base gets tattoo.
Yeah, but I wasn't lying.
He actually is feeling
But
sick.
But that was your excuse.
There is one thing we can do that I would like to suggest.
Yeah.
Is that the people that we have the hardest time reading, we should vote them off early and get rid of them. Because the person that we have the hardest time reading is Zaiori.
Guys, me. You guys have hard time reading.
Me too.
So we should probably think about getting rid of the people that we have a hard time getting a read on.
Yeah, but that's
and making
whack,
it
because
easier
we
for
have
us.
to-
And we also had a hard time with Waga last game because they almost voted off.
Is
Also,
Now
Elsie made a really
kill
good point
everybody.
that Lumi
Kill
was just
him,
playing
kill
Bad
him, kill
Town,
me,
and he was
kill
just
Shane.
playing Bad Town.
That's true.
So-
Louis was just confused.
So look, I
Let's
think
vote
he's a
someone who
mafia or
prefers
he's
That's
Bad
like my
Town.
third Mafia game.
Alright,
So-
I'm going to, for the sake of making the game simpler for us townsfolk going forward, I'm going to vote Zaiori.
Okay, I second this just because you said someone is right of you. And we have to kill someone and we have no idea.
I think
accept
the
as
people
I want
to the right
take a
is
seat.
Oh.
That's been.
That's harsh.
I have something to say in his defense.
Sounds like
that I
something
think
a
we
poor
should be
townsfolk
accusing
would say.
someone else. Personally, from an outsider who watched the last 2 games,
Yeah.
I think that the most beneficial play for townspeople is taking Ted out of the game first. Now, I'm sorry, Ted. This
No,
might put
I'm
a
telling
target
you,
on
you
me.
don't want to take me out of
No,
this game.
so
No, I actually think you're wrong. Here's why. Here's
Whoa, let him finish.
I think.
Let him finish.
Well, okay, I think you're wrong. The reason is I think
heard why.
right. The thing with Ted is he leads the Lich Mob, but the reason why it was bad in game 1 was because everyone's like, yeah, let's just fucking kill him. It's good to put people under pressure, then you have to evaluate them instead of just like, oh, Ted accused someone, let's just kill Andrew.
Okay.
I agree. No,
Okay.
I agree completely.
But I think if we lose Ted, there's not many other people who are like going after him.
Can I list my reasons first?
Yeah, we tried James and
Okay,
Hawkins.
so the first reason is that, first of all, everyone's going to get better at the game, right?
Yeah.
Everyone knows we need to put pressure now. Everyone realizes that. We don't necessarily need Ted to be the one who puts the pressure
That
on.
is true.
You say we need to put pressure, I say we need to put pressure, that's fine, right? We're already doing it right now. We don't necessarily need Ted. Okay, so if
So
he's...
that's
So here's
a reason
the
to
reasons,
kill him.
right?
Yeah.
If he's a mafia, right, and we accuse Ted, lucky RNG, whatever, that's fine. If he happens to be police, it's not helpful for us at all. Because think about the way Ted plays. Ted plays very accusatory. The first game he accused 4 different people. Right? The first game he accused
That was
4
wrong
people,
every time.
and
I would put
there's
that.
only 3 mafia. Right? So like, if he's a police, we can't even tell the
This
difference.
cat math is blowing my
Right?
mind.
We can't even tell the difference if he's like actually knows something or if he's just being accusatory. There's no way we can actually tell that because he's so like into it. He's just like, you're the mafia, you're the mafia, right? So if he's a medic, like, okay, unfortunate RNG, we lose, whatever. If he's town person, he doesn't actually help us at all.
So you
Right?
think he's
Because
like
he's
just too
just-
aggressive?
I vote
and
kill
good
cop.
cop?
On to
Yes,
another
he's
very
person.
good.
Excuse
No, that's
me.
fine.
Before we move on to another person, Pimp and Pyrian, do you want to retract your motion of Zaiori or not?
We haven't actually talked
I want to hear his
The
defense.
motion is
I
first.
want to hear his
No, I want to hear his defense.
Can I?
Yeah,
Can I, can I ask about
let's
why
use
they?
Zaiori's defense.
Wait.
Yo,
can I-
let's-
one
he's the one
question about
accused.
Accusation before we go to his defense.
Yeah.
Can
Yeah,
I
let him
talk
ask
to the
first.
people who accused?
Yeah,
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, Ted, what do you think you heard? Because I'm sitting right next to you,
That's true.
and I didn't.
I
did
You
not
were the one moving.
Oh my god, it was you!
I did not hear anything.
Well, you wouldn't because you're the one making the noise, is what I'm supposing. There's
Right.
someone to the
I
right
just,
of me.
I just
Wait,
want
you
to-
didn't hear anything.
I just
I
want
wasn't
you to describe
sitting
it.
behind us because
Alright, so
I
what's
just
his
want
bad?
you to
Let's hear it.
describe
Let's
it.
bad.
like the sound of movement in
Wait,
the stage where Mafia are
Did you
making
hear
moves.
anything?
I don't think I heard anything.
He's
What do
sick.
you don't think you?
He has
Well,
stuff
there's
to
always
hear.
hear the things clacking and stuff, so there's always sound that you hear. So
Yeah,
it's
but
like-
you can localize.
Yeah, but
like,
you can
That's what he
localize
said.
very
Okay.
I mean,
He
like
said-
I
he
heard
doesn't think he
shit
heard
this
something.
way, but it
Look,
wasn't
okay,
like.
I'm gonna say
yeah.
that I didn't hear
The
anything
chances
to
that
my
someone
right.
Mafia hears is really
Okay.
high.
But if he
I-
said to my right, he didn't
I
hear
could
anything
be
to his right.
wrong.
Yeah, during
Right?
the conference.
There is a chance that I just wasn't paying attention, and Ted is 100% on the money, but
Doubt it.
I just want to check. Right? I just want to.
All right.
Okay,
Well,
can
we
we
hear
hear
your
Andrew's defense?
I want to hear his
many-
defense.
Okay, so let's
Okay.
go to
I mean, how many
So,
mafia are
I mean, it's first round, so
There's
defenses
four
are
Mafia.
somewhat meaningless. But
One-
I've been town the last 2 rounds.
Okay.
I'm town this go around again, And I agree with what Cap said about Ted being very eager to just start accusing people that are
I've been
don't
town
difficult
both
to
times.
identify.
I'm town this time, 100%, and we have to accuse someone on the
It's
keys.
fine that if we're town on the same team.
Ted has
but
only
even-
played one game. He
Yeah, I
got
feel
killed
sad
by
for Ted. I
zero.
really
He
feel
didn't even
sad
get a
for
chance
Ted.
to improve.
Honestly, he's very convincing.
That's true,
I
but that's
actually
my
think the
problem
opposite,
with it. That
really.
he's
Because
very
I
hard
didn't
to
say
read,
that
and
it
that's
was
the reason.
like Ted. I didn't say
What
that
do you mean
Ted
he's
is
hard to
like
read?
totally
He's playing his local
right, and that's because
No, I think they're both
Obviously,
bad.
Guys, one conversation.
One conversation.
Who was Mafia the first round, and who was Mafia the second? The first round
It's
is
Waga.
Waga was
Waga,
and
Toby, and
Lumi. Oh, Lumi. And then the second game was Waga, Bambo, and
Basic.
Basic.
Right.
And the first round they won by a lot, and the second round it was very close and they lost.
So we've never actually seen Zoro as Mafia. I thought it was Mafia the
No,
first.
he was
game.
town.
I have not been Mafia yet.
And to be honest, I thought he did pretty good. The
Yeah,
first
no,
two.
yeah.
I feel like
Like
voting.
he won the game essentially on
So
this alliance.
these, my real question I would throw back is, do we absolutely need to lynch someone on
Yes.
the first round? of this game?
Probably.
I
You
agree.
guys didn't do
I'm,
that last
I'm
time.
with Ted. Let's do it.
I actually
I can
retract my
second this, right?
accusation. I don't want to
Kill
kill
everybody.
My
Zoro.
numbers are
No.
worse.
He retracted. Okay, so now
Just
just
10.
I vote capitalist because he has this big.
Wait,
massive-
so if you retract, you cannot vote on them again that round, right?
LD, we just
correct, I think.
Alright, so capitalist had this big massive.
No, we didn't
speech.
vote on him.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, let him talk.
Hey,
No, no,
let's
Just
just talk.
clarify
Shut
the
up.
vote. We can vote on him.
No, but if he
Ted
rescinds
retracted
before
his
the
vote.
vote, if,
But somebody
Yeah,
else
so
could
what-
accuse.
It's only
So
if
we
the
can
vote
do it.
happens.
We
oh, it's
can.
only if the vote fails.
It's only
then
if the
you're-
vote
Okay.
Only if the vote fails. The
So
reason
someone
why
else
is
could
because
Otherwise, they would
Sorry,
just
what?
vote on it.
yeah, like the reason why you can still vote on him is because if let's say I was Mafia and Cap was Mafia, I could be like, I accuse and I retract. We can't vote on him. That doesn't-
I see. So it's only if it's a failed vote.
Yeah, it's only
Okay.
if it's a failed.
So he could rescind, but then James could
lead
be on-
it, yeah.
Okay, I see.
Okay, so Shane.
Alright, so capitalist had this big massive speech about how like he like just kind of swaying everyone in the room towards this direction, and then after that he just didn't say anything at all. Okay. So I reckon he just prepared that speech watching the last game, and now he's the mafia.
Is there a reason for
I have
the
another
Mafia to be
speech.
afraid of
Believe
Ted?
me,
Yeah.
I can more speeches.
Well, let's hear it.
But I need to
We wanna hear
let
it.
talk.
Before that, I want to say I agree with Shane, because from the last two games, I was Mafia then, but I also want to say that Ted was playing really good from the townsfolk perspective. I don't think voting him off first is a good choice if you're towns.
No, what's
Okay,
our
wait,
what's our
agree.
what's our sample
Wait, wait.
size? Game one,
So-
Ted is a beginner, hasn't played before. Game two, he's dead night 0.
Yeah,
Wait, you've
we
never
can't
played
talk
before,
about this.
Ted?
No.
Oh.
I mean, he
But
played the
Dad
first game and
doesn't-
played super aggressive. He actually
Dad
tried to
doesn't
accomplish
have-
something
I-
in his first game, which is pretty good. Most
Okay.
people are just quiet when they play. The
I don't
first
think
game.
we want to vote him
Second
off
game he
first.
didn't even play.
I admit Ted is scared.
Okay,
but I
Ted,
don't
think of the
we-
viewers
Okay.
as well. Ted is entertaining for them.
If
So we can't
Ted,
kill him.
if Ted is okay, if Ted is
We're here for the
talented,
ratings.
are the Mafia afraid of the way that he plays? Is there any reason for the Mafia to be afraid of Ted?
They
Well,
know
they
that
killed him.
because
They killed him the second round.
They did
Remember?
kill
They
him.
killed him
Mafia
first.
don't care.
Yeah,
Yeah,
But,
because there were
You
so
killed
many-
him, actually.
I did. Yes.
But why did you kill him? It was you.
I would say, I think the medic should try to save
Okay.
Ted. I think we need him.
But they
for
can
this
always double
round.
check.
no
Or
point in
just
saying
go
that
for
because
2 other
that-
people.
Okay, but Cap's argument that like Ted as town, even as a special role, isn't valuable, right? But if we are the town, do we think he's
If
valuable?
he's a special role, he is valuable. If he's the
I
medic, he
completely
saves
agree.
town.
He
That's
said
good.
No, but,
special
Cap,
and
but
he's
Cap's
valuable,
argument was that like, yeah,
No.
even if he's the cop, right? He never gives any extra information because he always points fingers
Okay,
at everyone.
We've
So I
now
just
been
wanna-
discussing for 10 minutes.
I just wanna
There's
hear
no
people's thoughts
motion in
on that.
process.
Can I
If it's
hear?
still
This
the case
guy's
in
not
5
said
minutes,
anything.
I'm gonna
Can we
ask
hear from him?
for-
Yeah,
that's
I
what it
agree.
is.
Let's hear from OD Pixel before
Hey,
we lynch him.
I'm just up for just if we can all just vote and kill someone quickly so we can get to
All
the next
right,
round.
lynch OD Pixel. I
that
call it.
isn't-
Okay, so
Yeah.
this is exactly what happened in game 1, was he gave a weak defense, and then we vote to lynch, and we don't even let him defend himself, then we just kill him.
Wait, we're not voting to lynch him.
Stay away from him. He's fine.
We haven't.
He just wants to play the game.
Who hasn't talked yet this round at all?
Mac.
Pimp
Oh,
hasn't said
oh,
anything.
Lumi said much.
Lumi hasn't said
Lumi's
much
just
either.
reclining.
Pimp usually plays pretty aggressive.
Can we
Okay,
kill
okay,
someone
so
over
talk
here
the
so I can
longest
take a
time
seat?
game one.
Let me say something.
Well, you can
because
take
I
any
don't want to get
seat,
accused.
wherever
Oh,
side.
let
I-
me talk.
okay.
Okay, so just before you guys accuse me, my problem with this is currently that Cap did a good speech on why some people are more valuable than others, and you two just completely dumped him. And you were just like, the second he said something, he was like, no, this is bullshit, blah blah. He just prepared it. All this bullshit. Like,
But it was
I don't know what to make of
long-winded
this. So I would
speech.
actually accuse Shane, but I have no idea. It's just like
I think that what Capitalist is completely wrong about period facts. I think he's really valuable to the townspeople to have here. Because
it depends how much Cap played the game.
I think between Pyrion and LD, assuming
Comes from
LD
anecdote,
won't
yes,
be
years
Mafia
of
this game,
experience.
the two of them actually hold really good conversation. Getting rid of Pyrion would be really bad.
I agree.
So you
But
think
then
he's
we know you
valuable?
do
Say
this, yeah.
something?
For the same reason that you guys think getting Pyrian is bad, getting rid of Cap is also bad because
Yeah, I agree.
if he has a
Don't
point,
kill Cap. Whatever
if he
you
has
do,
a point,
don't
he's
kill Cap.
not afraid
Yeah.
to express it in a
Yeah, true.
Yeah, but there
well
might be
mannered
Mafia members that are very good at expressing themselves, so we're keeping him just pretty.
Yeah, but you have to
they're
keep
good
the
at expressing.
like the expression
Well,
of townspeople alive.
The other
Otherwise you have
thing
no
is-
one.
the other
Otherwise
thing
it's
is-
like
Yeah, true.
everyone's just staring at
But
each
there
other.
are
Oh, I know.
two ways to look at it. The Mafia are either going to want to draw attention to themselves to be involved in the conversation and accuse other people, or they're going to want to
Yeah.
sit back and not say anything.
Okay, so-
and
So
try and
that's
deflect
why I
attention
thought
that way.
capitalists just
But we
decided to
always
do it.
spot quiet people and we're always suspicious of them. We keep doing that. I'm just saying.
Well, there is a point though, like
But
where
why
you're
don't
just
we-
bad town,
can't
even
we
if you're
go
quiet.
back to Ziori?
I retract this, and somebody else will
I
have to
think
excuse.
it's
I'm out.
I don't
I
like
think
the
he's
Zari.
okay.
I mean, I'm somewhat quiet, but it's more because I don't want to contribute to the volume when the masses are large. Once that group got down to a smaller, more manageable amount, I think
that's
I
true.
was very
We should
active
keep
as a
Zari,
towns
definitely.
member.
I mean, we can't just blindly keep around because he doesn't want to make volume for
I
like
kind of
5
just believe
rounds.
him, honestly.
Yeah, that's
I-
fine, but
I do
like
too.
there has to be a reason.
Yeah, but I have the same thing, like, I know that you said that I'm quieter than normally, but it's like, at the beginning I always have the feeling that the first vote is always going to be a random lynch vote and you have to be lucky. So,
There is an element
You
of
guys
that.
can
yeah, no,
maybe
but that's
don't
why
waste
Alright,
your
I,
so
time.
let's
I like
figure
to
out if
observe
are we
the
gonna
game
like-
and
Wait,
then
Wait,
defend
is it
the
percentage
outcome.
better to win if we lynch somebody?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I think so.
Any like if you have anything beyond 0% read on someone, then I think it's probably beneficial to lynch.
Who is playing differently than last game?
I
This
did.
is my
I
Well,
did.
we
my
have two
team's
players, so
But
it's
I
hard to
explained
tell.
myself.
Yourself?
Pimp is playing
I'm
much
new to
differently.
It's a
town.
little bit more quiet,
Pimp is-
reserved,
I
but there are
explained
more
myself.
people at the same
Pimp is
time.
always about the
I had to
instant
think
wins,
about
right?
what
Pimp
Cap
is
said.
always pushing for something to happen for us to, because he thinks that that's the
I
right
think
play.
Pimp's been fairly consistent so far.
No, the
Yeah.
reason
Maybe a
why
tiny bit different.
He tends to get louder as the
You
game
can
goes
excuse
along.
me.
Yeah.
the reason
Yeah.
why
I feel
I
like he
think
was
that
aggressive in
he's
the start
actually
of game
not
one.
A
Mafia,
little bit more,
it's not
yeah.
100%, but he doesn't. He like kind of defended someone, whereas Mafia kind of want us to kill someone.
But what if he's defending another Mafia?
Yeah.
He's defending. He was defending Zaori,
Because
who I already
And you
think
believe
is
he's
kind of
town.
innocent.
And
So
capitalist.
at some point you have to trust your own feeling. You know what I mean?
We
Like,
have
you can't just
them all.
always be like, well, maybe they're both
The
like.
only person
Okay,
I'm
can
a little
we-
suspicious
you get
of
it
is
2
Shane,
times in a
because
row.
I agree with.
I agree.
The odds.
I don't agree with what Cap said about Ted, but I think Cap is valuable, and it seemed like Shane was very
We should
eager
keep
to
Ted.
shit all over Cap when he started
Wait,
speaking.
wow.
I can't lie for shit, so I'm down.
So I just want to say two things. Like I actually agree. I think that both. I'm actually a little suspicious of both of you. Now, I obviously since I'm one of the obvious targets for this first nighttime, I knew that was going to happen when I put myself out there. That's fine. You guys will probably think I'm just trying to shift it to kill someone else, but. The first thing I noticed about Ziori, right, was you specifically said, now maybe you just misheard me, but I didn't accuse Pyrian Flax of being Mafia because of the fact that he was pointing out to other people and let's kill you. I don't think that's a reason we should kill Ted. If there's
just
no,
doesn't like me.
no, there's no, just like, there's
He just
no
thinks your
reason I could
playstyle
think
is
he's
too-
Mafia.
is
I
too
just
difficult
personally
to-
don't think he's a good town person because you saw, like,
Right.
he's just so accusatory. Everyone's going to get better at the game. Everyone's going to be more accusatory, right? We're all going to be more
So
expressive.
you're saying our need for him
But,
lessens?
yeah,
is
our
what
need
town
for him is
needs
not
me.
necessary.
The town
He's
needs
like
me.
Batman.
I'd rather
He's
have
not
10 in like
here.
2 or 3
Sorry, but
rounds. not
I
first.
look at the other people and like I'm hearing people who are very cerebral talking about the game. That's what I want to hear. Ted, all I heard from you from the first game was
Dude,
just
that was
like,
my first game.
That was his first game.
yeah,
I know
but
what I
I
did.
never heard a reason out of you.
Oh,
Ever.
oh, I had reasons.
I know
Owen
there were
said
never were
we-
good
when he was
reasons.
talking about
Yeah, but that was
They
you
were
making a
never
casual
good
blunder.
reasons.
Yes, but
You
we
were
voted
wrong.
together.
Guys,
We voted
guys,
together.
come on.
It was a joint decision.
You didn't even let him talk.
In all
Yeah, it
fairness-
was
in
that
all
was the other. I
fairness-
said three, and then everyone was
One-
oh, get him, 5 seconds.
person.
One person
Right.
at a time.
In all fairness, Owen's probably like the town idiot at every.
Exactly. If someone's going to make a blunder that doesn't mean anything,
The
it's going to be me.
village
I'm going to
is-
say something stupid and look like an idiot.
Okay, so let's do a vote and we choose the person like this. Who is the guy where we lose the least when we actually kill him? And he's
That's
in
messed up.
any good
That's
position.
messed up.
I think that's
Yeah,
it.
but that's the only way to actually play this
Yeah,
game.
I-
Because
no,
we have no fucking
well,
idea, except that somewhere on this right side, I think it was you,
Ted.
right?
Ted said he
no,
was-
Ted
Ted
heard
said
something
he
on
heard
the right
something to
side.
his right, yeah.
So I would just suggest we kill Mac. I don't know. It's just a fucking.
What?
Let's go.
No, I actually think that's really legit because I'm sorry, Mac, but you never made a right accusation.
That's correct.
That's not true.
You never
Actually-
Okay, wait. Are you actually accusing her?
Yes, I accuse her officially
And
because
you're
I
second.
think
Is there a
Anyone
motion?
second.
You say I never made a
You
right
make a motion to
accusation.
that?
If they,
Yes,
First
I
of
know.
all,
Yeah.
anybody
Capitalist,
seconding
we're taking
Pimp's
them out.
motion.
I'm Pimp. Capitalist.
If nobody seconds Pimp motion,
it doesn't
there's
matter.
no
Does
motion.
anybody second?
Wait, so why?
I'll second it just to hear what
Yeah,
the
wait,
defense is.
Okay, well, Well, there you
I
go.
want to hear what it is.
Okay, so defense.
Well, he said I never accused someone who was with.
No, I didn't say
Skip,
that.
I said Lumi was innocent.
You were never for good reasons, though.
I died the
Never
first
for good
round in
reasons.
one go, so I couldn't do anything. Yeah, it was good reasons because Lumi had no reason. He acted completely different from the first round. Someone said
He's
I was
been like
quiet.
this in all 3 rounds. He's
Yeah,
just
you
chill.
know,
All
last
3
round
rounds,
he's
he
been
was the exact
talking a
same.
lot.
Like,
He's been
Lumi's actually
talking a
really
lot
good at
last
just
round.
being a chill player.
Or he's
He's
just
been
bad
talking a
town.
lot
Because
last
what did
round.
Lumi actually
He's
do
a useless
this
talent.
game?
Yeah.
Why don't we get rid of Lumi?
Can we kill him,
I'm
actually?
into
Yeah, let's
Lumi.
kill
He
Lumi.
doesn't know.
Vote on
Yeah,
Fringe.
because like I actually
If
he
you
did-
are town, you're bad town, and if you're mafia, then you're shady as fuck.
So we don't
it's
do
like,
shit if we kill him. Let's
Think
go.
about it this
That's
way.
right.
That's a good decision, actually.
He's voting to
I
eliminate
keep
people more on
I
shares than
second
anything else.
Yeah, I third the accusation.
Right, let's
Lumi,
vote
but
on
we've been
Lumi
on this
then.
round for
Lumi,
a
wait,
while. Twitch chat probably
Hold on,
have been
hold on.
need to have
Let
a
him
shot
defend.
at master.
Who
cares
about
Let's
Twitch
just
chat?
vote him off.
Let him defend. Lumi, your
Defend.
defense.
I would really like to play this game.
you really seem like you want to play this game, Lumi.
Well, I mean, if someone die, I'll take the seat, right? Like, do you want me to sit up straight? Okay.
That would be a good start.
That was
Is that
your
your
defense? Are
defense?
you done?
What's
I mean,
your
I think we're going
defense?
to
If so, I think we can vote right now.
Okay, let's do a vote.
I don't.
Okay,
Wait,
sorry,
there's no
Martin.
formal accusation for Lumi yet.
Lumi,
Yeah,
are
we
you
just
mafia?
fucking did it.
There was like 5 accusations.
He's already been accused.
Can I defend not doing it? Or
Yeah,
do we
yeah,
have
of
to
course.
vote right
If you
now?
have, if
You can defend on
if
your
you
behalf.
say
something
something,
based
go
on
ahead.
Okay, so I'm not sure I want to defend Luma directly, but I just noticed, so Cap targets Ted. He realizes that's not happening. Then we start talking about Mac. Okay, let's kill Mac. All right, the mob then jumps to Lumi.
That
Like,
was me.
let's kill Lumi. He's, no matter who we targeted, he was instantly on the ball with
He's
it. Let's
playing
go,
like
let's go,
Toby
let's
did
go.
in game 1.
Like, he's going super aggressive to whoever we target out. He's immediately, like,
That's a fair point.
he was fully focused on Ted. The moment we shift, he just jumps with it. He never looks back.
He's like finding a new target.
You're saying Cap is
No,
doing it?
I still actually say that Ted is the go-to. First of all, like I.
Yeah, you would
I,
say that because he's just fucked you
Yeah,
up.
actually, yeah, you just go back to Ted, and then you were saying,
no,
no, I don't think
That's
it's
right.
Ted.
Yeah, don't accuse me.
Excuse
I have
me,
more
there
defenses.
is a motion going on
We're on
already
Lumi.
for Lumi. Can we
yeah.
first finish that one before we
Are
start?
we rescinding or are we voting on it?
I think we should vote. Lumi's
think we should
defense
vote.
is asked here.
We
Let's
just
vote.
vote. You put it-
Sheever, count down the vote.
There's a vote for Luminous. 3, 2, 1, vote. And that is definitely a pass.
That's messed up, guys.
Alright, good night, Lumi.
Okay, finally we got it.
I guess you get your
Stay
seat
going,
now.
boys.
Just keep an ear out, Ted.
Okay, everybody heads
I love
down.
you, Lumi, dude,
Heads
hopefully.
down. We're asleep, heads down.
You guys suck.
I
Okay,
wait
get
for
up.
Lumi to go away
I'll
because
sit here.
otherwise, we might not see things. We need to sit. Okay, heads down. Werewolves? No, Mafia. Raise your head.
Smooth.
Nice.
Mafia, raise your head. Pick target number 1. Pick target number 2. Mafia, heads down. Policeman? Cop. Raise your hand. Medic. Raise your hand. Who do you want to save? And everybody wakes up. And we're unfortunate to find the phone ringing as well.
The phone.
The phone. It is, you two dead.
Me?
Yeah. And Sin.
We take out
Ken
Pop
Sin.
Lost Ken.
Okay.
Shit.
Okay, I just want to say I think one of them might have been the cop because there was like an insane amount of rustling.
Yeah, I
Right.
heard
over
that
here.
too.
was the cop.
I've heard
was
the
the
rustling.
cop. I'm 100% sure.
Yeah,
I heard the rustling.
So we don't have a cop at this
And
point.
it was a shirt kind of noise, and that unironed shirt kind of noise.
No, it was Sinrin. Like, for sure.
Okay.
I just feel
So
sorry
because
for
I heard it,
people
you
like
heard it.
that.
I
and
thought it
if
was you, but it was
Hey
your...
James, you should move
I mean,
to
he's
the
dead.
camera.
Yeah, come on around here.
If you're people that hope that you're just gonna die. 'Cause
Yeah.
no one can trust you.
You're too good at the game.
Alright, so Baseskip didn't say that, and everyone like kind of agreed with it or said something when they got like knocked out, but Baseskip didn't say anything at all.
Wait, what?
When? Last
Where
round.
were
No, like at the end of the last round, yeah, when they walked off, like everyone like nodded or did something except for Baseskip.
He sat still.
He sat still.
Tell me.
Wait,
Basket.
when are you saying he did that?
Like
Do you
just
speak
when they
Italian?
walked off, when we raised their heads
Yeah.
and they were walking off, Baseskip didn't react in any way.
Oh, as in he didn't look to see us
Alright,
walking.
yeah, like a blind
That
face.
is the next level.
Oh.
sleuthing.
I'm not sure how much I trust Shane.
Guys,
What, you mean?
I don't
I'll
trust Shane.
YOLO vote
Yeah,
Shane.
exactly. He
Oh,
didn't
come
react
on,
to
guys.
them
It's
walking
Shane
off.
and Cap.
To be fair,
Cap plays exactly like Toby.
No,
And I
Shane
don't know what-
accused
It's
Cat
true.
makes no sense.
I'm
Okay.
One of them.
Well,
Okay,
I'm
okay.
getting
You're
in
not
trouble
being
with
offensive,
this.
it's a cerebral
Shane is
play.
right. I didn't turn and look.
It's good
at-
for the Mafia to to
at
point at each
Synderen
other.
and
Because you killed them.
Ken.
And you cold-hearted.
I did, however, say, "Oh my God, we fucking lost because we lost Ken." So I don't know.
That's true.
We still have Cap, that's fine.
I think Cap and Shane are both suspicious,
I mean,
but I don't know which one.
I totally agree that
And Shane was very vocal about saying he's asset lying, and that is something a Mafia player
That's the thing a liar would say.
Exactly.
Wait.
Hello guys,
You
I'm
know
so bad at
Shane
lying.
better than
You know
anybody
Shane.
here.
The problem
Shane,
is,
are
like,
you in the
if
Mafia?
we kill Cap,
I work in
we
the
lose
local
so
shop.
much if he's
Right, but let me
innocent.
tell you something. I asked him if he was Mafia, and he stared right at me, didn't close his eyes. Now, when people are lying, I'll just give you a little.
So he didn't
psychology.
blink quickly enough
No,
for
no,
you to
no,
like
no,
it?
no. Generally speaking, when people are lying, they want to see your observation to see if you bought the lie, so they keep their eyes open to see your reaction. If you ask someone something, they look away and they blink. That means they're more honest.
In the TV series, right?
I'm telling you.
Or maybe Cap,
They look up to the
Don't
top
play
right.
killer.
They look up top right when they're trying to make up information. That doesn't necessarily mean that they do that when they lie. It's just it's a reactionary thing when you were trying to make up information. Lying is a little bit different.
I think Shane's.
Cap seen
I
like me.
think Shane is.
I want to hear what James thinks. He's been awfully
The
quiet.
thing is, who
Lied to me.
were the
Solid,
Mafia wanted
solid.
to kill last time? I mean,
People
who,
who have a
like,
good read.
Yeah, who are the
Well, yeah,
targets in
what-
game 2?
Yeah,
early
think
on?
about what those two were saying off the first round. Why would the Mafia kill those two?
They would
didn't
kill
say much.
Ken
Well,
because
Ken's
he's
an
a strong
obvious
player.
player.
He's like the best player, right?
Because
So
They would get rid of
if
him.
he's town, you're gonna get rid of him.
Well, we kind of assume he is. We haven't actually seen him do much. I don't think he did that much with day 1.
It's his game.
Ken?
Yeah.
Okay,
I mean,
so
we know he knows.
He's played a lot of
He's
Mafia.
played Asset of Mafia.
But he said he's not that good. Maybe it's just being modest.
Well, I feel like his analysis of everybody's play was spot
It's
on.
been good.
Well, it's a lot of gut reads, though.
And the
It's
thing
like-
is, that Synderen is a natural game player and knows a lot about
And
games.
also, okay,
Except for
one
last
thing
game.
about Synderen.
Well,
He made a serious
last
wonder
game
last
he
game.
kind of fucked the town.
Yeah,
pretty
he
bad.
just fucking
What
was
did he do
like.
last game?
Because he's basically like, well, I think I have some information, but I'm gonna need someone
Yeah,
else
that
to
was a
come
bad
forward
play.
and corroborate it first, and then I'll come out. So it's like either
He
you're,
is a coach
if you're
or-
Mafia, why do you do that? Because then you've just drawn all this attention to yourself for no reason, because you're not accusing anyone or putting pressure.
Yeah,
on
and then he
anyone.
knew he was gonna die, and he didn't even say anything
Yeah.
about it.
But
Exactly.
you buy a turn. You get double. You get double.
Lumi was actually
And the actual cost.
No, because
is-
the
gets
two
double.
people got knocked
No.
out, so surely.
I just
Well,
think he was useless and the best
Well,
one.
no. So if he
There's
was
still a full
if he was Mafia, then
I mean, not
we
talking
would.
about the last
but-
really quick
Can-
there.
can-
Like,
can
he
I
doubled
just-
him, so.
Yeah.
Did you hear anything?
This time I heard to the left, I heard on the cop stage, I heard the rustling.
How loud was it?
It was super
really-
loud. It
Yeah,
was
so,
like someone almost
so
stood
all
up.
in all, like
I heard it too.
We do not have a cut. That
I
was
didn't hear
definitely
anything to the
said.
right this time, Ted.
so what I want to do is like, okay, so who could have heard Synderen in the first night, like in this area, and
Yeah,
still
but you heard it after the kill.
yeah, in the second night, like everyone heard it, but in the
Oh.
first night, this was also noticeable, right? I mean, you heard it as well.
I didn't really hear that much.
I did not.
Because I would want
But
to
this
say
night it was
we
like
just
so
got camera.
fucking loud. It's like either he decided he had to like take a walk or he was the cop. And
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure
because
he's
I was okay. So because if it would be more loud, I would have said just we kill Basket because he was like in somewhat proximity. He could have maybe heard it, and then he's like, well, I'm Mafia. I know that Synderen or like someone from the area is actually cop.
What's the
Synderen knows
target's
the
two
game.
people to his left? But then why not get me and LD?
I'm not a huge fan of like sound reads unless it's like
Yeah, it's
really
hard.
distinct.
Yeah,
this was like
I think
hyper
it's-
obvious.
I think
but-
it's too vague.
Yeah.
Like we can't kill.
Who goes
someone.
first, the Mafia or the cops?
The Mafia.
Talk.
So I would say that like one of the most obvious plays for the Mafia, like I'm surprised you guys didn't immediately go, oh,
Yeah.
it's Cap, right? Because Synderen accused me. But one of the other obvious plays for a Mafia, smart Mafia, would go, Cap's gonna get lynched. Let's take out Synderen to make that more obvious, so that then I get lynched and they take out 3 people in one go, essentially.
They
Right?
didn't want to kill you because you were getting shielded by the medic, I imagine. Probably.
Yeah.
Well,
because you had a good point.
Well, it
I
depends
think,
what the
I think
medic
the,
was.
I think the two
Well,
medic saves would have been.
the people who were under pressure last round were Shane,
2 medics saved.
Cap,
No, like the medic would have tried to be
Andrew.
you.
Wait, was
or-
Shane under that much pressure?
Surely.
Not really.
Oh,
Well, like between the two of them, there was some
Yeah,
pressure.
He was in
I
like the
wasn't
top
under
5
that
with
Yeah.
pressure.
Yeah.
Top 5.
But,
That's
like,
the guy
number
whacker?
5.
Andrew was under early pressure, but that was more like we wanted someone to talk, not really like everyone thinks
Yeah.
Andrew's
I'm
suspicious.
just really worried about numbers at the moment
I
because
don't
we seem to agree that Lumi was. We just got rid of him because we wanted to lynch somebody.
Yeah, but it's the first day.
Yeah, most people don't necessarily think that he was Mafia, right? So
Yeah.
numbers-wise, at the moment,
But
we're
it
not
was
looking
it
that
was the
great.
small source, I guess. It's
true.
We don't mathematically know if he was because
Oh, yeah.
the Mafia has 2 kill power until they're down to
Obviously,
2.
we have no clue.
They would have had it regardless that night.
It's just that I'm trying to say that we should err
So
on the
what?
side
All right. So what are we
caution.
going to base our who to kill
today.
Today. So we need to pick somebody. I thought it was something suspicious to my left, but that was Cinder being the cop. Or we assume, and he's dead.
I think Cap and Shane are the two most suspect, but I don't know which one is more suspect.
I'm
They're
inherently suspicious of Shane at all times.
I can tell you why you should pick Shane.
Okay.
If we pick Cap and we kill him right now, he's a very valuable asset because he's like, he obviously played it a ton or like.
Yeah, he said he's played before.
And he knows his
shade.
Like he was defending you
I
with a
played
very good
this.
experience. So
Sweat-
if we get rid of Cap, we lose like a really.
Okay, so you
big
think we
thing.
should lynch Shane?
Okay.
I would say we lynch Shane, but it's just.
I say we vote you out because you're sitting right beside Cinder, who we think is the cop, and you're the one most likely to have heard him move in the first round.
Easy
That's
pointing.
I wasn't.
I mean,
sure
did it?
actually.
Like everyone? I was really sure. You heard him over there. I heard him.
In the first round.
One conversation at a time, thanks.
So the accusation is correct. Like only me heard him in the first round, and that's what I said. But if it was only me, why would I say this? Because it paints a big target on me.
It's true, actually.
So if if I know something, I keep it quiet. I don't say it.
However, between that and the fact that you immediately jump to save Capitalist so hard, I don't know. I think the Capitalist played weird, and I find it weird that you defended.
Yeah, I honestly agree with Capitalist in the first round. You did kind of play very strange.
I mean, they're both also first timers.
okay,
so that's
so this
making
is
it
the way
hard
I
for me
always
to
play
read.
it.
Yeah.
What,
Are they first timers?
Well, no, first timers to our group.
Shane
and
Cap.
Cap.
Oh,
So I can't tell if it's
okay.
like just their play style or if they have
Owen, what
like
do you
some
think?
shit up their sleeve.
I don't know. I think it's a fair point from Pimp, but it also kind of feels like he's wanting to vote Cap out because Cap's yet to accuse Pimp. So Pimp realizes, you know what, Cap's not going to accuse me.
Wait, he
He's
came
trying to make
Cap's
friends.
defense, didn't he?
Yeah. So he's defending Cap because he wants to keep Cap in the game.
Yeah,
Because
but-
Cap's never accused Pimp Muckle. So why would Pimp Muckle want to get rid of Cap? He wouldn't.
No.
So
Yeah,
it's
he
a little
doesn't
bit
see a
shifty
threat
from
right
him.
now.
But he's also a valuable asset for the town. If I
Yes,
would be,
but he's
if I
also
would
a
be
valuable asset for
first
you.
of all, I
Because
would
he's
have said that.
yet to kind of say, oh, Pimp.
Well, isn't he
you know,
also by the same logic a valuable asset for the Mafia? Like,
Yeah,
That's
he has
correct,
three
but
other,
Mafia
he has
itself-
three other Mafia
yeah, but
members,
for
right?
Mafia, don't
So
like
you don't
much.
think Pimp's
Just
enough?
because I don't accuse him.
That's
right?
that's true.
And
Alright,
like,
alright,
you
alright.
don't have
to
to
figure out
just
the
because I
games.
don't
Okay.
accuse him
Whereas,
doesn't mean I haven't accused any of his allies.
No, I know. But
Okay,
he's
so,
accused a few
wait,
people,
wait,
none
wait,
of them have been
James,
accused. So
James,
Pimp's gonna
what
try
do you
to
think?
been alive, if you get me.
All right,
I
hey.
think he's town.
You think
Because
he's Cap?
because I think he said he heard cop first round.
Yes, I would have never said that if I were.
We didn't say cop. We said we
Oh,
got
he heard
Simran,
something.
Well, but no, the second round we heard it
Okay,
during the
if
first
you're,
round.
if you're
Yes.
Mafia, and you hear something to your right, you know they're either the doctor or the
yeah,
policeman.
when they
Yeah,
move.
yeah.
I
So
heard policeman.
getting them lynched on the first round is like easy win.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it's good.
announcing it on the first round is a very, very easy way to win.
That's true.
I could have said he was. I don't know.
All right. So we need to accuse somebody. Is anyone going to make an accusation?
I vote Pink Mogul for
Yeah,
the
do we
reason
all
I
do we
stated
all
earlier.
trust Pimp?
I do trust him.
I wouldn't have said that.
I mean, he's
Yeah,
been
why
tapped.
would he
makes
have
no
said
sense.
it?
He's
Then
been
he
very-
was
If you're
so
Mafia,
connected
remove
if he
the
was
people.
Mafia.
I feel like he's playing a
You
little
mean
bit.
I say that?
I think he's a little bit more
It makes
animated
perfect sense.
Who?
More animated.
in this game.
Really?
Yeah, I think a little bit.
I think we put more
can-
attention on him.
If I had to pick one person, I would pick Shane, I think.
I would go with it.
I would want to check Waga again because.
God damn it.
it's
You already
in
don't do
the
that.
second
Just
round.
trying to chill.
Can we?
It's working
Someone's
on the
gonna
first
play
game.
Shane.
No,
When
it's
I'm
like
He plays a very
Okay, hold on.
logic-based game,
My obvious
and he's
suspect.
very just sure of his decisions. Most of the
Okay,
time.
hold on.
Yeah, but
So-
he just seems a bit more nervous this time. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, so
okay.
make an accusation. See if anybody seconds it.
All right,
Let's
yeah.
go.
Okay.
You want to kill me?
He accuses
Pimp,
Pimp.
yeah, I'm accused.
Okay,
Is that the
so-
second?
Do we have
I
a
just-
second?
Does anyone
Okay,
say?
does
No,
anybody
listen,
second
okay, you
accusation?
Shane
Oh,
seconds.
Okay, so there's two accusations.
Okay,
Finished
so
defense.
let's think about this for a second. So let's say I'm actually evil. So what I could have done.
Evil.
So
Not just
what I
Mafia,
could have
but
done
evil.
is I killed Cinnamon in the second round, which is what happened.
Hey!
What? Like I killed Cinnamon in the second round because that's what happened. Because I heard him in the first round, right? But I said that in this. I said that early on. Why would I say this? Because it paints a big.
Wait, did you
mark
say it
on
in
my
the
head.
first round?
Yeah, I did.
Why does
I
it
feel
make
like
the market?
I don't.
Ted was the only person who said
I
anything about
definitely
hearing
said it.
anything.
I
right?
don't
No, you didn't say
You didn't.
Wait, he said he heard something in the first round?
Yeah.
No,
Ted
yeah,
said he heard
Ted
something
said
in
it,
the
yeah.
I
first
said it.
Ted
You
said
said it.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, but you
I
said
don't
to
think
your
you
right.
No, but
corroborated.
Ted, you said
Oh,
to your
God.
right on the
I
first
said
one.
to my
It's
right
like getting
hand.
it out now.
I don't remember
Oh,
you
I-
corroborating what Ted said because it
All right, I didn't say it because
Oh
I was
my
scared
God.
they kill him.
Oh,
Okay,
shit, boys!
What?
Okay, so the problem is, if you kill me now, what happens? Okay.
We lose.
We get to move the game forward after 2 hours on this round.
How is,
But then
how
the
is
lynch
Pimp
mob
flustered?
gets
He always has track of the
Right.
numbers. He always has a pretty good idea of the state of the game, and now he seems
evil.
Base
No, I
Kip
see
is
him a bit
okay. So
wrong.
the two games
I'm
that I
getting a
watched.
pretty.
The problem
Wait,
is I don't have a good
The
defense.
two games that I watched, I felt like Base Kip was the best player from the two games that I watched.
Was-
like as
He was Town in game 1 and Mafia in game 2.
I feel
Yeah,
like I
so
played a
as
bad
a-
Mafia in game 2, but I think I played decently as Town in
as
game
a town person, I think he was very cerebral. We would sit back, but he also made pretty good reads. I think that as a Mafia, he tried to do the whole like, I don't think we should vote this person off, and in order to act like he was saving somebody who was actually an innocent, but that didn't actually work out in his favor. You know, bad Mafia play, whatever you call it, unlucky maybe.
Before
But I
anybody
think as a
says
town
anything
person,
else.
he was really smart.
It is time to make a decision if you want to vote. We're
Oh,
going to
hold on
vote.
for a second.
If you get one person makes one more
Pimp-
statement,
Pimp
then
wants to
we're
talk
voting.
again.
Then
But he
we
also
can
got
make-
some time to.
It makes no sense if I'm Town to actually paint the target on Cinderin's head, because if he's like I heard him be cop, so if I say he's cop in the first round, he's gonna get lynched the second night. So I can't say.
Yeah, I know.
But you said something and then contradicted yourself like 2 seconds.
But the
later.
issue is
No, but
that
that's
you
why-
brought
But
it
I
up.
was pretty sure I said
You
it.
brought
but
it up
I
at the
didn't.
start, like, so when we got into the second round and everybody was talking about the fact that Sin made a bunch of noise,
Yeah.
right? You went back and volunteered the piece of information that you heard him in
Because he's
the
dead.
first
Yes.
night,
Correct.
right? What's the value in? What's your view in the value of that play?
The value is that we know 100% that Cinderin is actually the cop.
But
so
we knew that
so
because
we can play around
all
it.
of us heard him in the second night.
Yeah, we did this later on because Ted was like, yeah, I heard him as well. But I was pretty much like the first guy. Like the
But,
second
but
guy.
see, the reason to reveal that information was that he was dead. So it's not like we're outing the cop.
Yeah, but
the cop.
Yeah.
We're outing the fact that there is no cop, which is valuable for
and that's
town.
valuable for town. That's a town play.
Okay.
Alright, so
Okay, I
it's time to
think
vote.
we're
Okay,
ready
go
to vote. So it is time to vote if Pimp is going to get lynched or not. 3, 2, 1, vote. That is 5 votes, so it does not pass.
Okay. Well,
Then I
make
need to
good
hear,
points.
like, you get 5 more minutes or so
Mafia would
for
have
this day.
Mafia
Otherwise
would have
it's gonna-
pressured him if he were Town, right? Like he's a good Town player. He
But he
played
made that last
there's-
point.
He
there
played,
is
he
music
played
points.
Town well in game 1 and game 2. So if you are Town and you voted
Like,
for him,
wait a second, who voted
then I
yes?
feel that
Who
you
voted
should think
yes?
that that
Who
is
voted yes?
suspicious.
This round's gone.
Who else
Right?
voted
Yeah,
yes?
it's just taken.
I did not, Cap did not.
Can we
I
put
believe
hands up
James
again?
did
Who
not.
voted
yes.
yes?
Well, I voted yes.
I voted
Okay,
no
thanks.
on Pimp. I didn't want it to
Yeah,
die.
it was
No,
me,
no,
James,
yeah,
Cap,
I just wanted to see yes.
Ted,
I didn't vote.
Andrew, and Mac. Who? Oh, you
She
did
was
vote.
no. I
No,
was
I
yes.
did not.
Okay, so
She
Mac
was
did
no.
not.
I was yes.
So we had 5
Yes.
Okay.
I just wanted to see.
So
So,
if
I'm sorry. What is your theory about
What
people
does it
who
mean?
vote
okay,
yes?
so here's the thing, right? So as Hoppers was talking about after the very first game, that there is an obvious clue that if everybody votes yes on somebody, then there's a bunch of Mafia voting in that as well to get rid of that
Yeah,
person.
but I think
because that
after
person-
explaining that,
because
surely
that
the
person
Mafia
is Town.
aren't going to vote because it seems a little bit obvious.
Waga's
Yeah,
obnoxious.
it's just
Doesn't
Doesn't
have
have
to
to
be.
be. You can,
Yes.
you could double
I
it.
vote with
Actually,
Legend
you
just to
could
make
double
it
bluff.
Well, I think we're really stagnating, and
We
we
just-
are not going to get someone now.
Are we
This
choosing
is-
not to lynch? Is this what
No.
happens?
No,
No, no,
we've got to-
Okay, so
Our game
who
was
do we
strong.
want to? Do we want to vote
I
on
say-
Waga
I say
or,
Shane.
Two
I say
or Mac
Shane.
or?
Who makes a
Waga?
motion towards
Anyone
Waga?
opposite?
I second this.
I
Yeah.
second
I
the
second
I
motion.
feel like Waga's just
I
gonna
don't
end up being a
trust him.
patsy like Lumi.
He's
Like,
had a couple of good
It's,
games.
it's,
No,
yeah,
it's
it's
not
like
like
he
So
doesn't
you mean like
control
town, but just not
he's
good
just
town?
he's just Town, but he's yeah.
But
That's
he's so
that's-
tired, he's not contributing anything.
So Waga is now under suspicion. What's your defense?
Okay, my defense is that, yeah, I already said that I was tired previously when you talked about this in the first round, that I'm playing different than I did in the first 2 games, where I was indeed Mafia. Now, I just think that we are making mistakes because we had a pretty good reason to get Capitalist, I think, in the first round, where he played really aggressive against Pyrian and then also forced against the Lumi, which we did pass. I think it was incorrect though, and I didn't vote for Lumi, but pretty much everyone did. I don't know. Maybe you should vote for me, but I'm a Town.
That's a good defense.
Yeah, that was good.
Maybe you should vote for me. I like
You
that.
need to vote for
Are you running
someone.
for
Does
election?
You need
anybody,
to kill
does
someone. You
anybody
cannot
have
hide.
any extra points to
Like-
apply to Waga's
I still believe we
defense?
don't lose that much if we
read it.
kill if we kill
Nah.
one of these
Well, if they don't
guys.
say
That's
anything,
like
you know,
no-
it's
that's
like-
like,
I don't know if
we
you
don't
Town,
lose that much.
but you didn't vote yes on Pimp.
I didn't vote yes on Pimp because he made a good defense.
Yeah.
I didn't vote yes on Waga because he made a good
I
defense.
voted yes
We
on
did.
Waga.
We haven't voted on
Yeah.
Waga yet.
Wait,
Okay,
you
well,
voted
I
yes.
guess-
Okay, we're gonna
A
vote
little
for
bit.
Waga then, because
Watch
there's
his
no
body.
more.
I'm not voting for Waga.
I mean, you
No,
voted yes, so I'm
but
not
people,
gonna try and
do people want to
just watch
retract
his
their
body.
statement?
I mean, is anyone voting
I
for
did-
Waga or
I did
something?
make that
Wait,
mistake.
so
I'm like 60-40.
if we're like, let's say we need to keep people like what we have to lynch,
Yeah.
and it's
Yeah.
the best odds if
Yeah.
we
We have to lynch
We-
somebody.
we
But
have-
I'm
okay.
saying that
definitely.
He made a good point, and he made a
Okay,
good point.
So who do you want to lynch?
Since I'm the one being
So you wanna
targeted
lynch
first,
Cat.
can I just
Yeah.
speak a little bit? since I'm the one being targeted first, I want to say, if you don't lynch me now, then you have to lynch someone else. And I want to hear, who else would you lynch right now?
Cap.
And who do you think? That
I think you guys should lynch me just because I want to talk.
You're still
I
in my
agree,
play.
I
Well, there's still a vote on Waga, so we have to either
Yeah,
vote on him or
first-
retort.
Let's
Either
rescind Waga.
I still believe
Vaga
Vaga is the best.
Whatever
best
it's
win.
called.
So who was it that accused me?
Pimp.
Who
They
has
have two
that
people,
accusation?
right?
I did,
Shane
I did.
and Mac.
Okay.
Do you want to retract your
No,
accusation
wait,
or you
so-
stand by it?
No, I
I
said-
retract.
Retracted.
Okay, bro.
There's
Okay.
no more
Okay.
support,
Well,
so there's no
despite
more
that,
accusation.
I still want to say that I think Cap and Pimp are both Mafia, is what I think. I've been observing more than I've been speaking this game, but I think the two of them are
It would
kind
make
of
sense.
holding each other back.
Okay,
think
when
we're on
I
the same
accuse
page.
Cap, is anyone going to second it?
I'll
Second.
second. I will not second.
Okay, well, was Cap
That's
All right,
Richard-
Cap
Okay.
defense, go.
So here's the thing, right? I played Mafia a number of times, right? The first 2 rounds are always awful, right? People are like, oh, you made a blush at some point in time. You must be Mafia, right? Like that never is.
Well, like what happened
It's-
to Owen in game
Yeah.
one.
Right,
When I
it's
said
never
that,
right.
I was like,
Right?
Mafia,
People
Mafia.
always jump at like the
Lynch
stupidest
me
thing, so it's
straight
always wrong, right? I mean, unless you're just lucky.
It's not. Oh, it's usually.
It's basically RNG, right? Like you
It is
don't really
RNG.
have any good evidence
I
to
So
agree.
your
stand
argument
on.
is that
So-
your gut is normal.
So the first couple of plays for me, and it's a little bit disconcerting that I see Pimp doing the same thing, but basically the best play for the first 2 rounds is usually to get rid of like the players who you don't think contribute to anything, which for me was Pyrian Flax, because I watched the first 2 games. I felt like as a
Worst.
police he didn't add anything, right?
I wasn't a police.
He didn't play game 2, so you can only talk about
yeah,
game
yeah,
one.
that's true. But
still, the
like the
point
first
is
game, I felt like as a police he wasn't going to add anything.
What
Right?
do you think
Because if
is-
he was police, I don't felt he was going to be convincing because he was just so erratic. Like he was just going to be like, "You're the person," and he wouldn't like actually come up with a good reason.
I had a good reason
Right,
for it.
I've just got like some
What,
sort of
the first-
Mafia MMR going on in my head when you're saying this. I'm trying to give them
It's
a
like-
number.
Two-
Do
two
you want to
K,
give them a number?
2K.
Breaking, yeah. Okay, so that's the reason I go for it. But as the round's going to change, I'm obviously going to change up the tactic, right? It's no longer about like who's just a better player, right? I'm still concerned that Pyrian Flax is either like Mafia or he's
Or
like,
terrible.
Just
He's
terrible.
bad.
Yeah, he's just gonna like be fully hot-headed, right? Sorry,
All right, can
sorry,
I just-
Ted.
All right.
But I do also want to point like if you guys take me out, that's fine. Like I know I'm basically taking a sacrificial play. I'm a support player, right? I know I'm taking a sacrificial role to
No,
be
no,
the
no.
first one out there.
Go
But
for
I
the
just want to see
Let
you
it roll
guys.
into
Shut up,
the
shut up.
defense.
Yeah, we need to vote soon. This has
It's-
been like the
it's-
longest
Yeah,
round.
if you
ever.
guys take me out, hold on. If you guys take me out, look for these two,
How long
right?
has it
Solely
been?
because of the
Like
fact
25
that I don't
Jesus.
feel that Waga really had any good reasons to go for me, except for the fact that I was like the first one to go out there. But that's not necessarily a good reason, and I don't feel that Shane necessarily has brought up the best reasons to accuse people. And I would also say in my defense, again, I'm the most obvious person to get lynched. There's a reason that I haven't been capped, I would say. That's
No pun intended.
Okay.
Okay.
Here's my
Last point.
Sorry. Here's my problem with the argument that like, okay, I'm town, and it's okay if I die, because if we lose a townsperson now, and we say okay, then there's still 4 Mafia left. They have 2 kill power for the next night. Even if we successfully kill somebody, we kill a Mafia tomorrow. We're gonna lose 2 more, and that's 4 more town gone, and then there's still probably 3 Mafia remaining. So we've almost completely lost at that point, right?
So what do we do?
We have to try and hit a Mafia.
Well,
today.
yeah, that's what we're trying to
Okay,
do.
yeah, I know. And I,
That's like saying
why
we're
we're
trying to destroy
right.
the throne.
But,
Thanks.
okay, so
We're not
but then to
trying
go
to
back
get a townsperson.
to go back to that point, I don't think it makes sense from Cap's perspective if he's town to try and say that it's okay if you accidentally take me out as town.
Okay.
Right? He understands that.
Okay, let's vote.
First,
Yeah.
does the
Quick
accusation
point,
still
quick point.
stand?
No, that was it.
No quick point. Does the accusation still stand?
Who brought up?
Was
Who
it
was
Draw
it?
the accusation.
I believe I accused Cap.
Yes.
Does the,
Do you
do
wanna
you
go to
still
vote?
have support?
Let's do it.
Yes, let's vote.
Okay, we're gonna vote 3, 2, 1, vote.
Bye bye.
That is
GG.
Oh my
Cap
god.
Shit.
Okay.
So many votes.
Now here comes the fun part.
That's
Oh,
bad.
yeah.
Nighty night, people.
We have who didn't vote?
Oh no.
Pimp
That die.
and
What?
James.
No, I
didn't vote yes.
Sorry,
James voted.
I voted
Okay.
no. I voted no.
I'm
I still stand by that.
Did
No,
Max?
it is
Oh, we gotta go to bed. We gotta
everybody
go to bed.
sleeps.
Okay.
Head down, head down. We're all asleep. Mafia, raise your head. Select your first target. Select your second target. Lower your heads. Cop, raise your head. Lower your head. Medic, who do you want to save? Lower your head. And it is morning, and everybody wakes up happy apart from Biscuit and Mac.
Fuck! I was convinced Mac was Mafia.
Mac was what?
I thought you were Mafia.
No.
You've been so quiet.
Okay, so I think I have something to come on that. I'm pretty damn sure
I'm
she's
back.
fine.
Okay, safety Mac.
On what one?
How far?
Not two.
Okay, so
Like
two died, so there's at least 3
One of
Mafia,
you guys,
possibly 4.
I'm so sure.
Yeah.
Right.
We know there's
So
at
we
least
know there's
3.
at least 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
How many you got left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Who-
6, 7,
wait.
8. Wait. So if there were 4 Mafia left, we would have lost already.
No, because you need 5 votes.
Right. But the
like
point is, if there were 4
If there's
Mafia.
4 Mafia, the game's over already.
Okay.
It can't be 4 Mafia.
Right. So there must be 3 Mafia or less.
Right.
2 people died, so
So
there
there's
must
gotta
be
be at least
3
three.
Mafia. That's it.
Yeah.
So, did we lynch anyone? We lynched Capitalist.
Capitalist.
Did we lynch anyone else? We lynched Lumi.
Lumi on the
Pimp
set.
said he
Pimp
heard
said he heard
something.
something.
It's only been 2 nights.
It
feels like
I'm
10.
pretty sure one of you two is
Well,
is
you
Mafia.
think
I
Shane
literally
or
didn't
Wait,
move,
which 2?
so it's
Okay.
not me.
Which 2?
Alright.
Wait, which 2 do you think?
One of those 2.
One of those 2.
I'm pretty
Either
sure. I
Water
don't
or
think it's
Shane.
James.
Did you hear
What,
it?
during the
I
Mafia
actually
round?
didn't.
Let me just say, Shane has gone in on pretty much every single kill vote so far,
That's a
and
good
my
point.
lie
I'm
intel.
bloodthirsty.
I
But
reckon Shane's
Can I
Mafia.
just say that I think LD is way less vocal in this game than
That's
the last
correct.
game.
That's
Really?
true.
Yes, he was
But
a
it's-
really good townsperson when I watched in the stream, and now he's just very
The
quiet.
difference
true.
is this round you have way less to actually work with.
No, that's not true. There were more people.
Okay, now they're defending each
I don't
other.
think
Same
so.
amount to work
Because we
with.
have 4
Get rid of
instead
them, boys.
3
That's
Mafia,
all I'm
so-
saying.
I also defended Cap. Like if you
Well,
wanna.
there was 4
Wait a
Mafia.
second, I didn't die.
Boo.
Yeah, I could be.
Okay, I
Makes
think
sense to me.
that Pimp and LD are actually the
I
Mafia.
agree 100%.
Is what I think.
I definitely agree on Pimp. LD, I'm not sure.
There have to be at least 3 because there were 2 kills. So it can't just be.
It has to be
But on
3.
Pimp, yes.
It can't just be us 2. Even if we're Mafia, there's a third.
Yes.
I actually think he's town.
You think he's town?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what if you're the other Mafia? What if
Well, the
it's
thing is like,
you
why would
3
you wake up and just be like, I heard everything?
He
Accusation.
didn't.
Because
All
he's
he
trying
heard
to-
was
Did
the
you
cop.
direct
He didn't
him?
accuse
No.
anything.
Oh,
He
he's
said
saying
he
I
was-
accused
one of
him.
those.
Yeah, why would you do that to misdirect?
Yeah, Mr.
Yeah,
Red,
obviously.
Jim.
I also, the reason I think it's him, I think the body language is different. He's more wiggly than he
You
was
think
in
it's
the last
Pimp?
2 games.
Yeah, I think he's
Pimp
very
is-
energetic.
I think it's
Yeah, last time he
Shane.
was like this.
Okay. My body language is different because I get really annoyed when you kill someone in town who is like an experienced player. Because Cap had really good points and we just killed him.
Yeah, but he
And
could have been
every
Mafia.
Yeah,
There's a good chance.
that's a good
Mafia.
chance. But we
Mafia.
had look. What we did is the following. We had like you 3 people down there in the cutter, like 4. Like no one was like had any idea. We just killed Cap, the guy who has the most idea about the game. So this weakens town because if you're actually if you're evil, what is it? Mafia. If you're Mafia,
Or werewolf.
you don't need to be that great to make good points because you just wake up, you see, well, those guys wake up, I just kill this and that guy who made good points. Like, I don't know why LD isn't dead yet, actually, because he usually dies rather soon, and I don't know why I'm not dead yet.
Well,
Yeah. Well,
I
so
died
this-
after.
This makes
Can I
me
just
really
say,
suspicious.
You, the first 2 rounds you've been like on our case, totally.
Yeah.
And then this round you heard a noise to your left that James didn't hear. And
No,
now
I
you're
don't
trying
know,
to
but I
And
had
then you
to say
said
in
you
the
thought it
first
wasn't
round.
James as well.
Yes.
Okay,
No, I'm pretty sure
also want to say that in the 2 previous games that we have played, you have played a really good town. But I think that in this game you're playing a bad Mafia actually.
I agree.
Because I think
I
you're
agree.
protecting
I agree.
Capitalist on this.
Then,
Alright.
yeah, then
I
we just
accuse
kill
him.
me. I think we
I
just
agree.
lose.
Second.
Second.
Alright.
Okay.
Do you
Defense.
have any defense to say?
No, we're gonna lose. It makes no sense.
Okay.
That's
That-
true.
that's
I was
your defense?
consistent. I was consistent in everything I did.
So
And
your
you guys are
defense
really
is
wrong.
we lost. So do we want to vote or?
I vote. Yeah.
Alright, fine. Well, you gotta wait for the
3,
countdown, Shane.
2, 1, vote!
See ya.
We lost. You're right, Pimp.
Did we lose?
Yeah, I think we did.
I'll nod.
How many?
Everyone heads down. Everyone heads down.
How many Mafia?
Oh, Shiva, don't let him boss you around.
That's fine.
Don't let the man take him.
Mafia heads up.
You always have to make it about gender.
Decide on your first kill. Decide on your second kill. Okay, Mafia heads down. Cop heads up. Decide on someone to check. Cop heads down. Medic heads up. Decide on someone to save. Medic heads down. Everybody heads up. Mafia wins.
Lost for fuck's sake.
Come on, lads!
Fuck
You
yeah.
did it!
Yeah! Oh
Good job,
my
James!
God.
The British are back!
God damn. Wait, so who was the fourth one?
I was nice. I was
Who was the fourth one?
Oh, it's Lumi, wasn't it?
I forgot Lumi was fucking on me.